Hello there guys, DAVINERDER right here, and today I got another movie review for you. Now, this is going to be a brief little video, and I apologize for the fact that this is going to be a late review of 10 Cloverfield Lane. I apologize for that. Hopefully it will only be a week late, so not too late. But this is only going to be a short little first thought review because I just saw it less than an hour ago. And, well, I'll tell you a little bit later why this is only going to be a brief little video. But anyway, so the basic plot is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She wakes up in this underground bunker owned by John Goodman and some other guy who I can't remember the name of. And John Goodman tells Mary Elizabeth Winstead that they can't go outside, they have to stay in this bunker because the air is contaminated, there was an attack, and they gotta wait here. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead is suspicious, and certain things happen, and that's all I'm going to say. 10 Cloverfield Lane. You know, Cloverfield... Man, Cloverfield came out 8 years ago. Over 8 years ago. I mean, this movie came out 8 years and 2 months after Cloverfield. Man, I'm technically still young, but wow, that makes me feel old. 8 years, dang. I love Cloverfield. More on that in a second. But yeah, so I was really excited for this movie, and I'm so glad that the trailer came out just 2 months before, and it's like the only trailer that we get. You don't get that nowadays. And 10 Cloverfield Lane. This was a very good movie. I'm very satisfied. And, you know, I mean, first of all, the acting in this movie is terrific. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, the other guy, who I can't remember the name of, both of them were great. The other guy, he's you know, he's funny and humorous, but he's serious. He's dead serious when he needs to be. And so he's not annoying. And what humor there was, it didn't feel forced, didn't feel out of place. It felt very natural. And it was humorous, you know, it made me chuckle a few times. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she was very great in this role. You definitely feel for her as a person. She felt very believable, and you know, you don't want anything bad to happen to her. But John Goodman, I mean, if you've watched reviews for 10 Cloverfield Lane by now, I mean, you probably heard a bunch of praise for his performance, but he really does deserve it. John Goodman is fantastic in this movie. He's scary. He really is scary. I mean, right from the trailer, like I actually did a trailer reaction for this, but I didn't get to upload it the week that the trailer came out, so I didn't upload it. But it's, you know, I mean, throughout that entire trailer, I was just like, because I have no idea what was going on in it, and John Goodman looked really creepy, and that translates even more over to this movie, because man, he's intense. You don't want to mess with that guy. He's creepy. You can just see it in his eyes. It's like, okay, don't mess with this guy. You know, he's this huge guy, and you're not going to be able to take him out, okay? Especially when you're unarmed. So just leave him alone. Stop. Just don't do anything. Be careful. You know, and it really is intense. And throughout this movie, like there is some good humor laced in, even with John Goodman's character. There's some kind of funny little moments, but even those moments are kind of like, should I actually laugh? Because I feel like he's about to hurt me if I laugh. I mean, yeah, he's a fictional character, but, you know, this movie immersed me in the experience, and I got scared of John Goodman, and when certain things happened, I was, like, jumping in my seat. Like, this movie doesn't really have jump scares. It has, like, a couple sort of-ish jump scares, but for the most part, like, parts to where I jumped in my seat wasn't because something jumped out and startled me. It was like, okay, it's close, can it close? Ah, no! You know, it's just some intense, close call moments happened in this movie that really had me on the edge of my seat throughout, especially in the third act. And I won't say anything about the third act, but yeah, you know, this movie, it's definitely a much more isolated movie than Cloverfield. Cloverfield takes place throughout the entirety of New York City. That's a big survival movie. This movie is a bit more dialogue-driven and slow-building suspense. It's not as explosive or exciting and action-packed, but it's arguably a bit more poignant, maybe has better acting, tad bit better dialogue, although Cloverfield had some pretty good dialogue, I think. It was pretty humorous when it needed to be. But yeah, I mean, I love the acting, I love the characters. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she even has a decent little character arc. I mean, it's kind of a character arc that I've seen before, but the way it was handled, and because her performance was so good, I still appreciated it. I was like, there you go. That's a nice way for your character to evolve. Very good movie, very intense and suspenseful in the way the plot unfolds. It just gets weirder and weirder, and still kind of funny on occasion. But you're always like, hey, should I actually laugh though? I don't know. I mean, this is getting kind of bad. This is creepy. I want to go home. But it's definitely a very good movie. I would even say kind of great. It's a very well-made movie, and I'm going to give it an A-. And so yeah, but the reason this video is relatively brief, at least for my videos, because generally I go on for a little bit too long in these videos, but the reason this video is a little bit brief is because on my DAVINERDER channel, if you haven't checked that out already, I am going to be making a video to where I'm talking about Cloverfield, the original, versus 10 Cloverfield Lane. I'm going to be talking more about that. I'm going to like research more stuff, so I really have some more stuff to say in that video, and there will be spoilers, and I'm just going to sort of semi-analyze the two movies and talk about like why someone would prefer one over the other and whatnot. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please rate and comment and subscribe. And if you want to, you can also share. Again, thank you for watching. Goodbye.